I don't know how to explain this. Oh my god. Today we are going to talk. So grab a cup of coffee and your snacks and we'll talk. Yes, it's going to be a two-way communication, even if it's already uploaded. If you want to say something, share stories, comment down below. I'll read everything in this form. Let's go. Do you ever just think randomly about things in life, go into those deep thoughts all of a sudden and keep thinking about it? By that I mean existence and everything, the universe. That's what is going through my mind right now. So I'm here to share some things and thoughts. Okay, so yesterday, I mean, this has happened a lot of times. It's like this thing, I know this is Tata, but I wear like this and sleep every day because there's a reason for that too. So I have a habit of covering my eyes and sleeping, or else I cannot sleep at all. I can sleep at all. So this thing and a lot of other things keep disappearing. I mean, yes, it's normal for things to get lost. It's normal for things to disappear, but it's okay, maybe you'll find it under a pillow or something. Maybe you must have kept there and forgot. But the thing is, things would get lost. Okay? And then I will search every single thing. And then when I actually need those things, those will be near my hand. Really. And this has not happened for one or two times. This has repeated so many times that I can guess that it's going to come back on its own. And that's what happened yesterday. I was thinking, I jokingly said to myself oh, that it will come back in its place, okay, you don't have to search. After searching I said that, and then I was sleeping. I'm okay, it did not come back. I was overthinking, and then my sister screams, and it was near her hand. This time it was her hand, and we just turned on the light and were looking at each other for 5 minutes straight and did not say anything. She knew about this happening beforehand because we sleep in this room together only. And at first she was when this happened for the first time, she was you must have kept it somewhere and then forgot, just forget it. But then she also saw this happening again and again. I know you guys must be thinking, wow, she's telling something that scares her and she's laughing and smiling. I'm laughing through the pain, okay? This has become a daily happening for me. It's weirdly interesting to me, to be honest. It's I wanna know, at the same time I don't wanna know if there's someone. It's it disappears suddenly, and it is found in a place which is not hidden. It's right there. If someone wanted to hide it or do some prank, maybe they'll hide somewhere else, right, where I can't see. Okay, but it's right there in my hand and did not even feel it before. I didn't suddenly I would feel something in my hand. Some people are saying that my sister must be doing a prank on me. My sister is a scaredy cat herself to do that at night. So I just know that's not the case. The sequence of events just Okay, so now I'll tell you the reason why I can't sleep without covering my eyes. So here's this strange dream I have, where I think a lot of people go through this. They have a dream in which you can't differentiate a dream from reality because it's exactly the same. So I have this dream where I'm sleeping as usual, nothing. It's I get that dream while I'm trying to sleep, and in the dream as well I'm trying to sleep the same way I'm sleeping in reality, okay? And then I often get up and go to the washroom and things. That is the daily thing, okay? So in the dream too, I'm doing that. I've fallen asleep in reality, but in the dream I'm trying to do exactly that. I wake up and then go to the washroom, and in the dream, this dream keeps happening, and there are various variables in it. So I try to turn on the light, but the light doesn't turn on. And then when I by mistakenly open the door, I fall inside the washroom, okay? And then I literally slip, and after I slip, it's so hard to stand up in it. The dream must be of 1-2 minutes. It felt forever to stand. It's someone is purposely pulling me down, and then it's just full. This is scarier because it literally felt as if it always feels this is real because it is believable, right? Just opening the door and then falling and then having no energy to get up. So I go, then try so hard to like get out of the washroom by crawling. Then I try to go to my parents' room by crawling itself. The journey to go from my room to other room is terrific, like by crawling. It's like I feel this tremendous pain, and it's like basically like I'm trying to crawl, I'm trying my best to like increase my pace, and someone is pulling me from the backside. And after a long time, I like finally reach my parents' room and sleep. And actually this has like in reality also, when I feel like I get a nightmare, I'll go and sleep in the other room, or if I get scared, I'll go and sleep in the other room. So this dream was really believable because I really thought that was happening. Then I finally after I finally went and slept on that bed like peacefully, I opened my eyes and I was on my bed again. That was the most frustrating thing. This dream repeated so many times that I literally figured out the sequence of events in that dream and figured out when it is a dream and when it is not a dream. When it is a dream, the light doesn't turn on, and in reality it does turn on. So I figured out that, and then in my dream I always check my phone and then go to the washroom, like turn on my phone and then go to the washroom. I kind of figured out that, and I was able to differentiate that I am in a dream. I'm not even kidding. After like this dream continued for like 2-3 times, I was able to differentiate. That is where I get this very strange feeling of someone literally pulling me up and I'm not like being able to breathe. And like I noticed the differences and I thought, oh god, this is not real, this is a dream. And then I was like, if I scream, my sister will like wake me up from the dream. And I try so hard to like scream inside the dream, but like I have to scream loud enough to scream in reality. And like thankfully I did that twice or thrice and my sister like woke me up, and I felt so relieved, and I felt like, oh, like this is free. This is real horror to me because it feels so real. Like this keeps happening, and then there are different versions too. In one, I successfully managed to like crawl out there, and then there's a washroom outside, and the like door is kind of unlocked, and I hear voices like weird voices, but still I managed to like go to my parents' room. And this was easier. It was easier this time, so I thought it's not a dream, because in the dream it takes hours. And then I turn on my parents' light, like parents' room's light, and tell them that something is there. Okay, my brother also sees it. I also see it, and it kind of like goes into my sister's room, and I feel so guilty that I leave her and alone and go to my parents' place. I try to like go wake her up, like go again in my room and wake her up, and that thing just bounces on me and I wake up. Like these things do not seem scary, but dude, I feel terrified to sleep. Like now I'm talking so normally, or I don't know, it is so terrifying. Like, so this was the dream. Now I'm going to talk about the actual things that I've seen, and I wish not to see them again ever. Like, it's like I feel a presence that is not harmful, but that's not human as well. And that's not just me, my sister feels it too. But at the same time, like no matter what the scary events are, I feel safe in this room. I get so scared on small things, and even after such things are happening to me, this is my comfort room. Like, I like spending time here. I get scared when things like this happen, but other times I'm just fine. So I'll tell you. At first I thought, no, it's just me, I'm overthinking, and like people tend to like randomly see things like that. Our brain just makes a scary cloth into a scary human or ghost like at night because we are scared. But how can that happen continuously to two people, right? Even if it's not harmful, please, I don't want to see it, please. Oh my god. Hope whatever it is does not get mad at me, please. Oh, I'm so stupid. At first, like my mom, like a lot of times my mom just like opens the sliding door and like sees if we are sleeping, me and my sister are sleeping. So, and she does not even like turn on the light. She will like look like if it was someone else, that person might think that is a ghost. Okay, like the door was like half open. I remember closing it perfectly. Okay, but it might be like maybe my mom came, maybe my dad came and opened the door before. So I was like, okay. But at the door this time, I see someone standing and looking from the door. I can't see their face, but I see literally someone standing, like, and not exactly like a shadow, but something glowing figure. Okay, but at that time I did not like, I just did not know how to take it. Like, it took me a whole minute to process. I thought I was like asleep and I can't see, but it was literally something glowing, and I was like, my mom is trying to scare me by looking from the from the door, and I was like, why are you there? Please don't do this pranks on me, okay? I was like, why are you like standing there? Don't do pranks on me and stuff. And then I literally thought, I did not think it was a ghost. I literally thought my mom was there. But then I kept looking at it, because like I kept looking at it like a stupid person from the horror movie who always goes and searches for things and falls into problems. So I kept looking at it, and then I realized it was not my mom. The height was different. The face was not being seen. It was literally not even a shadow. Why will someone's face or body glow like that in the night? Not even like it's a blue, not a bluish light. It was like gold. I know you guys must be thinking she has gone stupid. She has gone mad. And she's making things up. I wish I was making things up. Really, I wish I was making things up. It's nice not to believe things like this so you could sleep at night. I get it. I'm going to do that only. So I said, and I quickly close my eyes. I'm like, if I close my eyes, it will go away. I was so scared. I did not even open my eyes. And I've literally felt someone whispering in my ear in gibberish. Whatever. And I like to pretend that it was my sister who was facing that side and sleeping. But still, I would like to pretend that it was my sister. And I did not even tell my sister this, okay? I'm like, let her sleep. She sleeps very soundly. I don't want to disturb her. I'm having sleeping problems here. I don't want the same to happen to her. Then in the afternoon, when she was alone in the room, she hears some voice, maybe like someone calling her, and then she sees a light, like the same glowing thing going, not a person, but like just like it might be some insect, right? Or just sunlight just moving in circles and going. I would like to believe that, even my sister. I have this theory going in my mind like these days. When people die, souls leave their body, right? There is no soul. They don't feel, the bodies don't feel anything anymore. It's kind of similar when you sleep, right? When you sleep, you can't possibly like feel much. I mean, I know if someone hits you or does something, you'll feel things. It's kind of like being dead for a few minutes, maybe. So I just think, I have this theory, what if while we are sleeping, what if our souls go into different dimensions, or not dimensions, I don't even know, maybe there's something that we don't know, a place that we don't know, and not necessarily dimensions, it can be different, something different. What if our souls go to that place and it's so confusing for them, so they get lost and different things happen. Like in our dreams, we keep on like going to some place suddenly. In my dream, if I will be in a concert, the next thing I will be in my toilet. Things can happen like that in my dream. So maybe things like that happen. And the feeling of deja vu that we all get. What if we dreamt about that, and what if our souls went to that place already, and that's why we get the feeling of deja vu. And I mean, it makes perfect sense to me. Does it not make sense to you guys? Like about my things disappearing. Maybe they did not go anywhere. Maybe they were there, but somewhere else at the same time. And that's why I find them right there. Again. Okay, enough about this dream thing, which is very terrifying for me. Let's get on to the next horror story. So this was like when I was in 6th standard. I remember it perfectly. Like everything, every event, I remember this one. So when I was little, 6th standard, we used to have this big group of friends to play every day, like in our own locality, in our own society. Like every day we used to play some games. So that day we were playing hide and seek. So the last person who had to like search for people was me. So I was counting, but at that time it was 8 o'clock, and it was the like normal timing for that old desi parents ka 8 baje roj ghar pe aa jana. So like everyone had to go quickly, but before that I had to still find people. I was counting in the tower in my building, and then in front of our towers there is like car parking. So kids like hide like behind the car or like underneath the car too, because they are small. Like like they can hide anywhere. It was normal for kids to hide like that. So I was searching, going down and like looking if I can see someone's legs to catch them. I was very excited. There was suddenly no one around us. I kind of figured out because I thought it was 8 p.m. All my friends had to go home, so I was like, okay. But there were not even like uncles and aunties who take rounds every day, and they don't go at 8 p.m. They're always there, like someone or the other person is there. But like I finally, when I was scrolling and searching for people, I finally saw like maybe hands or like I don't know, there was a figure behind a car. There was car parking, there was a figure, and I thought that must be my friend. While going home, one person from them is from my own building, from my own wing, so like we go home together always. We used to go home together. So I thought, oh, she was playing with me and stuff, and it literally wasn't scared at that time. I was like, oh, I finally found her. I went. So this is the car. Here is someone. Okay, here is someone, and I'm standing here. So I went like this to like catch them because I finally found you. But there was this some type of figure. I don't know how to explain this. It was this black hole figure. It was not a dog or it was not a person. It was literally something else. But it could crawl, it could stand. It was something like that. I could not process what was it. I just, like, it was here and I came here, it kind of saw me, I guess. I don't know. I did not see a face or anything. And it turned around and crawled the other side. It did not even like go and see what is it because I did not know what was happening. Then I came back and then I see my friend who lives in my building coming. I was like literally just stuttering and talking stuff. I saw something, and at that time too no one was there, just my friend. So she was laughing in the beginning like, oh, you are so like, you get scared so much, it must be a cat or one of the people, like one of the kids or one of our friends only. It's still right there, it hasn't gone anywhere. Okay, it is still right there. I found her near the building. I told her, look, can you see something that is like look, I can see something like legs, like she was like, there must be a dog, there was some person. But even she was laughing, but she was also scared because there was no one like near. So we thought, this is a car, we'll go here, like here is the building. She thought, we both decided that we'll go here, stay far, this far. Here is our building. Okay, like these are the buildings and here is the car parking and here is the car. So we'll go like this and see if there's something at this angle. And that when we did that, that thing stood up and started walking. And it wasn't a person, and a dog cannot stand that at that height. Whatever it was, I'm just glad we both like ran away into our building and went, like we went to my house, because whatever that thing was started like walking towards us. If it was a human, we would have known. What I think is, we always think we know everything that exists. Try to look at it scientifically. The thing is, we are just a small speck of dust in this whole galaxy. We aren't any special. There must be some more special things. Like, if we as humans are like the ones who are very different from other animals, can there not be other things that are different from us that exist? You must be thinking a lot of things right now too, right? Even if you don't want to believe them. I'm going to edit this, post this, listen to music, stop thinking about stuff and get back to my schedule. I'll try my best. And lastly, please leave all your stories in the comments. I know everyone has something or the other. I will believe you for sure. Because I know how it feels not to be believed. Bye guys. I hope you enjoyed this story time thingy. It's okay if you think if this is just a story. That would be nice. Bye. I hope you enjoyed this video. I had a whole conversation. Bye.